You said, what about the threat by RKI against the judge? He has that. So the judge already has that. The Somali conviction team separately submitted that. Threats against the judge are separate, and those were submitted a while ago. So the judge has seen those way back. He's streamed his misdeeds across the world. He streamed them for everybody to see. And despite his attempts to delete videos and to scuttle them around, people have saved them and backed them up.
Guys, we got some big update on Johnny Somali, and it's not looking good from any angle. And now news is coming that, as you guys already know, Johnny Somali has deleted each and everything from all his social media just to get out of trouble. But here, Legal Mindset just exposed that even after Johnny Somali deleting everything, it will not help Johnny Somali in any way, literally. Here I got some big updates on Johnny Somali, and the worst part is Johnny Somali's recent charges are going to get him at least 7 to 10 or even 10 to 15 extra years. And also, there are a lot of updates where Legal Mindset has explained how Johnny Somali threatening the judge is going to lead him into more trouble, as that video is going viral again because Johnny Somali's next trial is approaching. So let's not waste any time and start with how Johnny Somali deleting all the evidence is not going to help him escape from South Korea. It's even making his case worse than it is now.
Ramzi Khalid Ismail has very long benefited from the fact that people look at something in isolation and they think, okay, well, in isolation, this doesn't look that bad. But unfortunately for him, he's streamed his misdeeds across the world. He streamed them for everybody to see. And despite his attempts to delete videos and to scuttle them around, people have saved them and backed them up. No matter where he went, people save these videos. And because people like you guys out there, like many of you, like the clip channels and everybody else, was so diligent in saving and clipping that we have today, brought the strongest case, and we've revealed the strongest case and new investigation against him.
So as you just heard from Legal Mindset, Johnny Somali's crime evidence is now being submitted to the authorities and everything is saved. All his deleted footage is now resurfacing on the internet. Who's doing it? Definitely those who support the Johnny conviction team and the people who want to see Johnny end up in prison. Now there's also a video going around online where Johnny is seen claiming he's Jeffrey Epstein and also P. Diddy. In the video, he says he supports everything related to crime and that nobody can do anything.
I'm on the most demonic shit tonight. I'm Jeffrey Epstein. I'm P. Diddy. I'm the next reincarnation of everybody evil. Harvey Weinstein. I'm the most demonic that ever turned a camera on. I'm the most evil person that ever used the internet. I'm the most evil person to ever use a camera. I'm deviant. I am a criminal. What I don't do off camera, you will never see. I'm like Epstein.
I mean, I'm totally shocked again after seeing this video. If you send this to Johnny, he will probably say AI did this, it's not Johnny Somali, but anyway, that's not my point. In this video, you can clearly hear Johnny say multiple times that he likes Jeffrey Epstein. Now, everyone knows who Jeffrey Epstein is. And if you still don't recognize the name, Jeffrey Epstein was a criminal who got charged in the US with very serious crimes related to women and minors. And the most shocking part is, recently Elon Musk even claimed that Donald Trump was also connected to Epstein's crimes. That claim caused a huge backlash. That's still going on right now. And now here's Johnny Somali openly said before he's a mirror of Jeffrey Epstein.
Deviant. I am a criminal. What I don't do off camera, you will never see. I'm like Epstein. My name's Jeffrey.
Normals might call you a
I don't give a I'm young Epstein, I'm young P. Diddy. Clip it. I got all these young bitches doing something strange.
Like, can you imagine? Johnny Somali knows very well that people are going to clip the part where he says he is young Epstein and young P. Diddy, and you just saw what he said to those women. Even though he acts like that, I don't know. If someone is mentally okay, they wouldn't do that. I think South Korea should definitely check Johnny Somali's mental condition. Don't you think the same, guys? Let me know if you agree with me. Now in this video, a creator revealed where Johnny Somali is right now and what his current moves are.
For a couple of days, you might be wondering where Johnny Somali has gone. Yes, you are not wrong. The reason Johnny Somali and his boyfriend Hank Kipu are not around is because, as you already know, Somali is now screwed and facing 46 years in jail. You know why? Because they deleted all the evidence. That's true, but they are too late. They should have been gone a long time ago, maybe 4 to 5 months ago. Both of the idiots wiped off most of the things, but right now the scenario is already heated and people have tons of documents of their actions. Even if you ask me for evidence, I can provide a whole lot of it. So wiping up evidence doesn't make sense right now. The reason behind Johnny Somali and Hank Kipu being missed is because people from Johnny Somali's Discord server warned them not to make any kinds of videos or posts. And both Johnny Somali and Hank also know that South Korea is doing extensive investigation about them, and they are almost at the end, ready to arrest Johnny Somali. In Johnny Somali's previous trial, they couldn't actually get him with any kinds of major charges. So if they arrest him right now, South Korea won't be able to hold Johnny for more than 2 to 3 years. But South Korea doesn't want that. So Johnny and Hank are now hiding out, not making any controversies, thinking they can get away with a lighter punishment. But recently, as you might already know, news has flashed out that Johnny Somali is facing 46 years in jail. So their false attempt to hide and escape just fell apart.
Now, big news is coming in that the conviction team against Johnny Somali has already submitted the clip to the judge where Johnny very disrespectfully curses the judge and even the judge's mother.
The judge, the prosecutor, y'all can suck my bitch ass. Yeah. Suck my saw.
Causing anxiety by carrying a fish. Tell the judge you can suck my. I'll bring a fish to your mother's house, bitch.
This video is now in the judge's hands, and he will know exactly what to do with Johnny. Not just that, when the judge sees that the number of charges already reached 7 and could rise to 10 or more, you can clearly understand what kind of decision might come for Johnny Somali.
Lord KGW said, what about the threat by RKI against the judge? He has that. So the judge already has that. The Somali conviction team separately submitted that. That was submitted a while ago. That's not related to these charges. The threats against the judge are separate, and those were submitted a while ago. So the judge has seen those way back. So the judge already knows about that. That's already been submitted. So don't worry about that one, guys. In a normal case in Korea, you don't see even one charge merged. We have 7, and we may have 8, we may have 9, we may have 10. More may come on this. This may end up 10 charges.
So what consequences can Johnny Somali actually face for threatening the judge, especially if the judge decides to treat it as a criminal charge? As you guys may already know, or if not, let me make it clear, in South Korea, threatening a judge is taken extremely seriously. If it's just a verbal threat, that alone can land someone up to 3 years in prison or a fine of around 5 million won. But if the threat is violent or includes something like a death threat, the punishment can go as high as 7 years in prison with an even heavier fine. Now, if the threat is made online through a video or social media, the law still considers it a serious offense, especially if it spreads publicly. But here's where it gets worse. If the threat happens during an ongoing trial or if it's repeated, the punishment can cross 10 years or more. At that point, it's not just seen as disrespect, it becomes a major criminal act like obstruction of justice or even a national level threat. So yeah, in Johnny Somali's case, if the court watches that viral clip where he curses the judge and even insults the judge's mother, it's not just reckless behavior, it's a legal disaster. This isn't just about adding a few months in prison. This could open up a whole new set of criminal charges stacked on top of the 7 or soon 10 charges he already has. So after everything, there's one big question left. Is this Johnny Somali's final moment of freedom? Is this his last shot before everything falls apart? Maybe it is.